So first things first, we're gonna take a block of cream cheese. I'm using light cream cheese here, but you can use whatever kind of cream cheese that you want. And we're just gonna go ahead and cut this into 16 equal pieces because we're gonna be making 16 bagel bites today. In this recipe, I'm showing you 2 full blocks of cream cheese, but I only used half of it, so that's all we're gonna do here. So you can just cut that into 16 equal blocks if you wanna just use regular cream cheese. Or if you want to add a mix in, I'll show you what we can do with that here in just a moment. So we're going to go ahead and stick those little blocks inside of any kind of container you have, really. This is just so that we can pop these in the freezer so that when we bake our bagel bites, the cream cheese doesn't melt away. So here I'm going to be making snickerdoodle flavored cream cheese filling, and with this I'm just putting 1 scoop of protein powder in, but again, like I said, you're just going to use half of a block, so you just want to use half of a scoop of protein, and you're just going to mix that all together really well so that you can get a nice sweet flavored cream cheese. Once you get a nice smooth consistency and work out all the little lumps of protein in there, you're going to go ahead and just take a container. I use this little silicone ice cube tray. I recommend a silicone tray just because it's easier to pop everything out at the end. But you're just gonna go ahead and fill these little cubes so that, again, we can just stick these in the freezer. That way they're all uniform in size. Look how pretty that is. And then just like the blocks, we're gonna go ahead and just stick that in the freezer. So what's up, guys? I'm going to be letting that cream cheese sit in the freezer overnight. In the meantime, I had some extra cream cheese that I mixed with the snickerdoodle protein. So instead of throwing it away and wasting it, I'm taking my breakfast, these cute little star fruit, and I'm dipping them in the cream cheese like a cream cheese dip. So if you want to try this recipe, you have some extra, you can save it. It's super good to dip your fruit in. It's also super great for like graham crackers, anything like that. So let me know down below, what is your favorite kind of fruit? Look, extra protein. Now it's time to make that bagel dough. We're going to be adding 360 grams of flour. I used oat flour for this recipe, along with 26 grams of baking soda. And also we're going to be adding 2 tablespoons of flaxseed meal to give us that little extra health kick and really just help combine the flour together. So you're just going to mix this together. I like to use a dough hook attachment for this, but you can just use a spatula if you don't have one. That'll work just as well. To this, we're going to be adding about 700 grams of plain non-fat Greek yogurt. And this is the key to what makes the bagels rise without using any kind of yeast. Super simple, super easy, super nutritious and delicious. So when you're done, the dough's going to look something like this. It'll be pretty sticky, but that's totally normal. That's what we want. So you want to go ahead and just get all the dough off of that dough hook, remove that, and then just mix this together a little bit more with your spatula to make sure all the flour got combined along with the Greek yogurt. After you do this, you're going to go ahead and get the cream cheese out of the freezer that you had sitting overnight. Grab a little ball, probably about 2, 3, maybe 4 tablespoons worth of dough. Place the cream cheese in the middle and then just begin to wrap the dough around the cream cheese to make sure it's just completely covered. Now you can bake these just like this, or if you want to, you can add a topping. Here I'm using Trader Joe's Everything Bagel Seasoning because it is just simply delicious on these bagels. And just continue until you have them all done here. Once you have your bagels done, you're going to preheat the oven to 375 and bake these puppies for about 30 minutes or until they're nice and golden brown and risen. They look so good. Here's the snickerdoodle flavored cream cheese that I had in the freezer overnight as well. So now we're just going to use the same dough that we used for the regular cream cheese. And again, just popping these out of the silicone mat, which is so much easier than a regular ice cube tray. But you could use a regular ice cube tray if you wanted to. And again, you're just going to take about the same amount of dough, make that spot in the middle for that cream cheese, place it in there, and then wrap that dough all the way around, placing it on another baking sheet here. And it's really cool because you can use whatever flavors you want for these. It'll work totally great. Here, I'm just topping these with a little bit of coconut sugar to give it just a little bit of extra sweetness for these snickerdoodle bagels here. And again, I'm just placing these in the oven at 375 for about 30 minutes. So what's up, guys? I hope you're having a dope day. I just finished these protein bagel bites. So I made ones that were filled with snickerdoodle filling, and then I also made savory ones that are like everything bagels. So here's what that everything bagel looks like. And I'm gonna break into this with you guys for the first time here. This is the first time I've tried to make these. That looks so good. I don't even care that I have cream cheese on my face. That's amazing. Second one I made. Here is the snickerdoodle bagels. I'm gonna just take a bite into this so it doesn't fall apart and show you guys what it looks like on the inside. Ooh. So, I hope you guys love this video. This is by far my favorite recipe so far. So thank you guys on Instagram who voted for this recipe to be made this week. If I can chew. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this recipe. Let me know down in the comments below your favorite kind of bagel and what you like to drink your bagels with. So obviously, every time I'm on a video here, I have my coffee. I love coffee. It's my favorite drink. So, I hope you guys are having a dope-ass morning. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below your favorite kind of bagel, share this with your friends, share it with everybody. Let me know if you try this recipe. You totally should. Super simple, minimal ingredients, and it turns out amazing. Seriously, I mean, just look at that. Look at that. Oh, I'm so excited to eat these. So, I'm going to post the macros right about here for you guys. And the ingredients right about here for you guys. So please screenshot that, try this recipe. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at VegHeadKristen. And I'll see you guys next time for another recipe.